will give us a brief synopsis regarding this expenditure.
Yes, Mr. President. Ever since 2012, our workers' comp premiums have steadily been on the increase. So much to the fact of last year it was around $798,000. We've taken some steps and measures, and one big step that we've taken here in the last couple of weeks is the implementation of the new garbage carts that will prevent a lot of our injuries with our employees, which we've seen a lot of injuries over the last 5 to 6 years. And this year, now granted this is an estimated building, but last year was $798. This year we're looking at $633,628. So a net savings of around $165,000. Now that could go up or down. We'll be back in this same situation this time next year with a audit from the 18-19 billing cycle. So I just want to thank you for the employees that have taken those steps to become, a safer work environment here at the city of Northport. Y'all steps to preventing those accidents with the implementation of the garbage cart system.
Thank you, Joseph. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as printed?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilman Boozer. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Davis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Boozer,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries, Mr. President.
Item 9 is the reports of special committees to council. If any member of council or the mayor's office wanted to give us a report of their specific committee.
Yes, since last meeting, the retail committee, we've had 2 announcements here in Northport. Harbor Freight will be coming to Northport, as you've seen probably in the paper. And then also, we fill in an infill opportunity where the old Payless shoe store was with a Checkers restaurant. So happy to see new business coming to Northport. We'll continue to try to bring quality businesses to Northport in the next few months and in the years to come. So we have a lot of things on the horizon, just waiting on a few I's to dot, T's to cross, but bear with us, and we'll continue to make this a more business-friendly environment here in Northport.
Thank you, Councilman. I also wanted to add to a retail committee. In the next couple of weeks, we'll give a small report or an idea, just looking at some various cities around Alabama that has done a facade improvement program, where you take some existing business storefronts, the ones that are kind of dated, doesn't look quite as inviting, and seeing what can be done from the city standpoint to maybe defer whatever. I don't know the idea, but maybe showing a business owner that if they invest in that facade improvement program, that maybe we can help start. Maybe they'll increase their business and make some corridors around Northport look better, i.e. Lurleen Wallace when you first come in, some area of 82 and McFarland, just older dated buildings, and just ideas. I mean, it may be to where you defer something. We don't ever want to say that word, but we're just trying to find some ideas on how can we incentivize a developer or a business owner to improve that storefront. So we'll have a small report with some information to mayor and council next 2 weeks, and that's retail committee. Any other business of the committees for consideration?
We had to reschedule our admin committee, and the admin committee has rescheduled for the 13th of this month at 3:30.
Thank you. Item 10 is public hearings. We have none on the agenda tonight. Item 11, city administrator's business. Mr. Higginbotham.
No, sir, we've covered my business under other items.
Item 12 is departmental business. Chief Burton, I think we have one item for a ABC license transfer. Chief?
This is Walgreens. They obviously bought out Rite Aid, and this would be a license transfer, and we didn't find any issues with the application.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve the ABC license for Walgreens Company doing business as Rite Aid number 7041?
Make that motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Hogg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Boozer. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hogg,
Yes.
Councilman Boozer,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan,
Yes.
Councilman Davis.
Yes.
Motion carries, Mr. President.
Item 13 is public comment. We have one citizen signed to speak, Ms. Christina Dickens. Thank you, Ms. Dickens. Please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Christina Dickens, and my address is 5324 Northwood Lake Drive West. I have a few questions, and I'd like to hand this to you. Thank you for taking my comments this evening. I have several concerns related to the issues raised about the Northport Fire Department, and I presented those concerns in the questions below. Of the 46 documents, statements, complaints, and grievances filed by members of the fire department, is it true that 14 of these complaints came from only 3 former employees, and the remaining 32 came from only 10 of the 75 members of the fire department? Are the complaints brought before the council by citizen Jody Jobson during the last council meeting his complaints, or complaints that were given to the mayor's committee by actual firefighters? If by firefighters, how does a private citizen have them when, according to the Tuscaloosa News, the city council doesn't even have them due to personnel privacy? Has a private citizen or member of the mayor's committee ever been given any personnel files? If so, what right did the citizen have to receive them? Does the city have a policy on how the processes of complaints is to be reported, received, and resolved? If so, did the complaints made by citizen Jody Jobson and the members of the fire department follow that process? If not, why? Does the council plan to slow down city growth, essentially wasting time and resources, to deal with complaints that do, in fact, have a policy and HR department in place to handle? A mayor's committee was formed in August 2017 to deal with these issues. Why was their first packet of information submitted in July 2017, thus implying a predetermined outcome? Was the mayor's committee required to participate in training on the appropriate methods to conduct an investigation related to harassment? Did the committee interview every employee in the fire department? If so, did they have a record of this? And has the mayor and the council received this record? Are there any firefighters who weren't interviewed? And if so, why not? Was the committee stopped for any reason? If so, what was this reason? And who advised it to be stopped? If the committee was stopped, how can they then have a recommendation to give? Were any complaints made against the committee's members? If so, what were they? Do any of the members of the mayor's committee have relatives in the fire department? Are they union members? Are they union officers? Are they complainants? Does citizen Jody Jobson have any relatives in the fire department? And are they union members? Did the committee meet with the current fire chief to get specific answers to these complaints and include those answers in their report? If not, why? Did the council vote on this committee being formed or members selected? If not, why? Have any of the current council members ever stated at any time that they would have any employee of the Northport Fire Department gotten rid of in the context of being fired or lose his job? And if not you, do you have knowledge of another councilman making this statement? I would like to leave you with a positive and personal assessment of the Northport Fire Department. As a daughter of a retired firefighter and another parent retiring after 41 years in law enforcement, I have a very dear place in my heart for first responders. Right now, Northport has the best ISO rating ever. For me personally, this means lower homeowners insurance. More businesses will be attracted by lower rates, which means more revenue to continue to grow and prosper our city for my children. In the past few years, new stations, new rescue vehicles, modern equipment, and thorough training programs have given me a sense of assurance and security in my community. My young son always enjoys seeing you at nearly every community and school event we attend. I want to thank the men and women of the Northport Fire Department for their service. It means everything to me and to my family to know that you are always there for us. I look forward to your response, and thank you again for allowing me to speak. And please feel free to contact me at any time. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dickens. Item 14 is mayor and council members' business. I'll start with District 1, Councilman Boozer.
I have nothing tonight.
District 2, I have nothing under my business. Well, we'll scratch that. I do. February 27th, MLK public involvement meeting. You should see some things in the T-News as far as the reminders in the newspaper. So please come out and speak for or against it, hopefully for it. It's a $9 million project, so if you don't use it this time, you're going to lose $9 million. So it's 6 o'clock, City Hall, February 27th. District 3, Councilman Sullivan. District 4, Councilman Davis.
I have nothing.
District 5, Councilman Hogg. Mayor Aaron.
I'm not gonna break the chain, I have nothing either.
Item 15, I think under legal, there's a request for an executive session under Retail Committee. Myself and Councilman Hogg has asked for an executive session to discuss retail development and also potential litigation. The session should take no longer than, Ron, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let you,
I'll make a wild guess of 30 to 45 minutes.
can I say 45 minutes? Again, this is to discuss some direct retail development that city may be looking forward to. Possible potential litigation. Session should take no longer than 45 minutes. It is possible that the council will take action after the executive session is concluded. However, none is anticipated. So I want to say that to preface it. So that's going to require a motion. So I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting into executive session to discuss retail development and potential litigation. The session should take no longer than 45 minutes. It is possible council may or may not take action after the executive session. However, none is anticipated. Again, that's in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Hogg. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg,
Yes.
Councilman Boozer,
Yes.
Councilman Sullivan,
Yes.
Councilman Davis.
Yes.
Motion carries, Mr. President.
We'll adjourn into executive session in about 5 minutes. I think, Mayor, give you time to maybe go to the news. I think he's wanting something.
Not tonight, Stephen.
We will come back and adjourn as soon as we come back in about 45 minutes or less.
Yes. Come on. In here, y'all said it's gonna be like 20.
I know. He grew it.
I'll be done at 10. I'll be done at 10.